I think lookalike audiences are not dead. I hear a lot of talk in the Facebook and meta ads community that they are pretty much only running broad targeting at this point, or Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. And I did the same. I spent the majority of my money on those kinds of campaigns. However, especially over the last couple of days or weeks, actually, I must say that almost always lookalike audiences overperform or out-index my broad targeting and Advantage Plus campaigns. I wanted to share with you an analysis that I've done using AdAmigo.ai. It doesn't look so beautiful whenever AdAmigo does math. It looks really ugly. We're working on that, but the final summary is very interesting. So for this account, it's a lead generation account. I just try to understand what type of audience works best for my account so I can go ahead and produce more of those types of audiences. And the outcome is that the average CPL for lookalike ad sets is 43, whereas non-lookalike audiences have a 57 cost per lead. So that is a substantial difference. And I was able to just with a quick question, understand that performance trend about my account. You can obviously do the same types of analyses for age and gender and country and specific creatives, campaign objectives. So whatever you care about, you can analyze it. You just ask AdAmigo and it spits out an answer, and you can then use those information to make informed decisions on how to optimize your account moving forward. Now, how to turn this insight into action. So I have another account right here where, I wanted to, it's a very young account. It's a brand new account. We just kicked them off. And I wanted to put it to a test. I think we now have enough data on the pixel, so I wanted to go ahead and start creating some lookalike audiences. Now, since this is a very young account, there's very little budget on it. So I don't want to go out there and create 5, 6, 7, 8 audiences. They all require budgets, right? So it's going to just increase the spend a lot while we're going through this audience testing. And I don't think it's necessary. So what I've done instead is I asked AdAmigo to go ahead and create a new campaign, create a new ad set into an active campaign, set daily budget on $20, so very small budget. It's 1x the cost per purchase, actually. So every day we should see a purchase, and then within 3 to 4 days, I know if to increase it and scale it or if to pause it. So at that time, should have brought 3 sales, minimum 2 sales, show me some momentum. Target country, United States, and then within one ad set, I'm just bundling some of the best performing lookalike audiences into one ad set of lookalike 1%, 180 days for the USA of my website visitors. You can literally copy and paste this prompt into your own version of AdAmigo and just do the exact same. If there's not enough data on one of them for you, AdAmigo will just skip it. So don't be surprised if you see just 3 audiences in an account. It happened actually for me. It just skips when the audience size would be too small and it cannot create a custom and lookalike audience. So you need minimum 100, right? Website visitors, website customers, video viewers who watch more than 75% of my video ads, and then Facebook engagers. So people who watched content on my Facebook page, left reactions, any sort of engagement with my Facebook page. I want to look like those guys as well and bundle it into one ad set, and then ask, hey, what's the name of the Facebook page you want me to use? And I gave that answer, and then it ended up creating the audience. Then I asked, like, hey, show me all ads that generated conversions, and then once I typed in all those prompts, you can see here in the account, it created. You see still 0 spend. It just launched. It created the campaign. If you go inside, you'll see it has the budget that I told it to launch, and it launched the audiences. You can see if there's not enough data, like one audience is missing here. It didn't have enough data. But we ended up with 3 audiences all bundled into one ad set, as you can see right here. You could also add exclusions. So if you have your separate retargeting and re-engagement, so people who engaged with your business in the past and you separate that out into its dedicated campaign, you would just add in the prompt, please add an exclusion of my website visitors and customers last 180 days, for example, right? I didn't do it at the moment because they're kind of so small, so few audiences, so we just bundle it all into one audience. Not a long-term viable strategy, but today it'll do best for us. And then it duplicated the ads inside as instructed and prompted. So yeah, I hope this was some interesting information. You could literally copy the exact same workflow, go into AdAmigo or go into your ad account, analyze what type of audience works best, and then create more audiences like it. And you can just bundle a bunch of audiences into one ad set to not have to spend so much on the ad sets. And then once that ad set does well, you can create one ad set for each of the audiences, right? So one ad set for the lookalike of website visitors, purchasers, and so on. Once you know it's worth it to spend 3 to 4 times on those separate ad sets, right? So I hope this was, number one, a nice demonstration on how to use AdAmigo for one of its million use cases. And number 2, just some valuable insight on how to optimize your account. And thank you so much. See you around.